What is going on, guys? In today's video, I'm going to be installing something kind of cool, and I got some pretty cool announcements as well at the end of the video. But what I'm going to be installing first is what's in this box, and I'm sure you can tell by the logo what it is. It's a P3 gauge for the MK8 GTI and Golf R. It'll work in both. So let's check it out. So the P3 gauge basically looks like this, and what it does is it's kind of like a all-in-one gauge that shows you AFRs, IATs, can do boost pressure, all of that. It's kind of like having an AEM, but instead of just having one gauge for each thing, this is an all-in-one. How it works is it uses this little control box right here and connects to your OBD port like so. And it looks very surprisingly like factory, almost as if it should be in there. So install of it is pretty simple. You only need a couple of tools. Should take you maybe 20 minutes to install. Usually that's how it goes. Not really. But in all reality, it's a pretty simple install. So let's get into the install. So don't mind the fact that I actually need to clean all of this here. This is all from Michigan winter basically, but like I said, the install is pretty simple. You're just going to pretty much need to take this panel off here, take out the light switch, and if you want, you can pop out the fuse panel here to get more access. But once you pop this off and get this out, it's pretty much just Torx bits and this trim popper tool. So let's do it. So first things first, get behind here. And this has already been off 1,000 times because I already have other things wired, obviously. And then from here, you can kind of take your trim pop tool. This is going to be a little. There we go. Just kind of push this out like so, and you can unplug it if you'd like. I'm gonna unplug it. Okay. And from there is a T20 Torx bit, and you're gonna unscrew that. Might be a T25, I don't know. T20 works. And now you can kind of pull this forward a little bit. Okay. And from there, you're gonna take your gauge and basically try to route this behind there. You might have to pop it forward a little bit. Be a little tight. Oh yeah, there we go. Pop it forward a little bit, break the dash, you know. And then down like so. Like that. And make sure it is going in the correct orientation. This ribbon cable. I know my head's kind of in the way, but what am I gonna do? Okay. Get to this portion here. Just kind of clips on. Basically, you want to try and pop the dash forward again. You can adjust where you want it a little bit. Clip a little bit, but I guess I didn't. There we go. Clip it back in. Now again, I am being very aggressive with my dash just because, well, it's not the first time I've had this thing apart. But basically, once you have it like that, then it's all set in, and like I said, you can move it over, adjust it where you want. All right, so from there, you take the screw and put the screw back into the screw hole in the back. take your switch. Route the wire back through. Plug this back in. Okay. And then pop that back in. And then from here, what you will do is this will actually plug into the side. It's like an Ethernet phone jack, like so. You can kind of tuck this in here, double-sided tape it, whatever. It doesn't really matter, it's up to you. Now I'll just leave it like that, and I'll double-sided tape it later. Here, you'll just kind of take this and feed this side up through here somewhere. And then once you feed it up to there, you can kind of feed the wiring through here. And then this side here plugs into this side, clicks in. And from here you just can kind of take this and bend it around and plug it into your OBD port. You can zip tie these up, you know, get it out of the way, and then, like I said, you can just kind of shove it all right there if you want. I've never actually had anything rattle by doing so. Like, I've had stuff in here before. Go. Okay. And then put this panel back on. Like that. And there it is, it's installed. So let's give it a test and see what it shows. Okay, so here it is installed. Basically, you're just gonna start the car. Should boot up. Don't mind that here. And once it's booted up, you're gonna have your readout here. And right now, this is the AFRs. So you can see if I hit the throttle and all that does its thing. Currently set to AFR. Looks like coolant temps. 60-second time. Boost speed. Battery voltage. Shift lights. IATs. Such and such. But that's really about it. What I'm going to do now is, I love doing this here, is peel off the sticker, and if you can tell, it looks very much like the factory style gauges. The only thing that I would say is I kind of wish it had a more OLED screen, like kind of like a cell phone, because then it would match the gauge cluster like perfectly. But oh well, this works. This is fine. Yeah, so aside from that, that's it. Alright guys, so that's how you install a P3 gauge on your Mark 8 GTI or Golf R. It's the same. And if you heard me earlier, I did say there is some news, some cool news. You can actually buy P3 gauges straight from my website. I am now officially a P3 gauge dealer, so hop on the website and grab the one for the Mark 8, as well as all of the ones for the Mark 8, Mark 7, you know, all of them up eventually over time. So just link in the below. Also, you may or may not have noticed, but I am wearing a official ACM Technic hoodie. I will actually have these up on the site for sale if you would like one, as well as I'm going to start doing t-shirts, hoodies, things like that. Cool designs, more merch. Go buy some merch once it's up on the site. Yeah, it'd be cool. I'm gonna have some really cool designs out there having to do with like Matrix and other things, you know, just stuff. It'll be cool. But yeah, so if you guys like detailing your car, you can always hop on to detailed image on the link below and grab yourself 10% off on me. That 10% goes on top of the whatever sales are currently going on at the time. All right, so like I said, guys, it's a pretty simple install, nothing crazy. Took me about like 10 minutes maybe. A little bit of a hassle pulling the dash a little bit, but it's whatever. And if you like this video and would like to subscribe for more mediocre content such as this, please do, and take care.